you know what? It's crazy to think that the amount of points you gained in 3 months is
Oh my
what
God.
you had in close to a decade to the time that we've already been in All-Star. Like,
Well,
I'm not even joking.
That's it.
It's
No,
literally what just happened.
Welcome back to part 2 of
Yes.
the Zaddy World Tour. Yeah.
World Tour, yes.
Yeah.
I like
Okay,
that.
last episode we spoke about your...
I did a hashtag that said Zaddy West Coast Swing World. Whatever. Zaddy West Coast Swing World Tour. I did
Well,
that.
Zaddy was close to the
Yeah.
Anyway.
We've had one glass of wine. This might be our second one.
Oh, dear.
Not gonna lie, we've had a big week, actually.
Yeah.
Since
Wait,
the
did you
last
finish
time.
your intro?
No,
That is the intro.
that
Wait,
was
go on
it.
then, reset.
We're not resetting. That's fine.
Yeah.
You're
Nah,
supposed to be
know
one
what's
that
up.
keeping us on track.
I
mate.
know, but it's been a big week.
Exactly, as we were saying,
Big week.
been a big week.
Yeah.
How's your week been?
Big.
Mine too.
Yes.
Mine too. Yes. Well, yeah. Wow. So yeah, we're back.
Part 2.
We're back to talk about the rest of that trip. Last
Yeah.
episode we spoke about the Open Tap. Was it Grand Prix in Swingvesta?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. So we've
Yes.
got the rest of your trips, which were, you will need to remind me.
Yes, so we had, after that, and let's see if I can get it correct, we had Budapest,
Yes.
then we had Swing Resolution,
Yes.
then we had Paris Swing Classic,
Yes.
and then we had Valentine Swing.
No. Oh, you're so close.
So close.
Yeah, we did.
You missed Switzerland.
Switzerland, then Valentine Swing.
Yes. That was pretty good though.
That was
mate.
pretty
That
fucking
was
good.
pretty
Pretty
good.
good.
I was pretty.
Yeah, I
I was
would've done
impressed that I honestly, we talked about this maybe 5 seconds ago, but
Yeah.
it was more than 5 seconds.
Goldfish.
Yeah.
Goldfish.
Which it was lots of fun. Like
All right, from 5 being the worst, 1 being the best.
5. Okay.
Rank all of those events.
Wow. No. They're all
Equally
Ones.
as good. Oh, yeah, nice.
They're all
nice.
high.
Wow. Okay. No, I like it. So
For
the
the
first
most
one
part.
it was
was
like which one
was
higher?
Buddha. Buddha was the first one.
yes.
Yeah.
Budapest.
We talked about that a lot before you got there because
We
like
did.
you were, especially even you were kind of like on a good like comp streak. I think both of you were doing pretty well.
Right,
all of
yeah.
these events.
This was like
You
mainly,
kind of were like-
mainly him.
This guy kind of was to no surprise winning everything.
I was
Disgusting,
surprised.
It's
isn't it?
actually awful.
It's so
I was
horrible.
surprised.
It's so annoying.
I felt bad at some points. Like especially when I was following, I was like, guys, I'm
Oh, yeah.
not that good. And then I won as a follow.
You've annoyed a lot of followers
Yeah.
and people as a follower.
Around the world.
I think I made
Yeah.
20 points from Budapest
Yeah.
Like-
I've heard.
in one comp. And yeah.
Yeah.
And that was advanced. Like, oh, that's also where I beat you to All-Star. I made it out of advanced
yes.
into All-Star before you made it out of advanced
Yeah.
to All-Star.
So Zach
I
is
believe.
now beaten me to All-Star twice. Which is wow.
So the funny
Well
story
done.
behind that is Scott Painter and Jess were like, "How's it feel to beat Mackenzie out of advance?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What?"
Oh, you didn't even know?
No, I had no clue. Because
True.
again, you guys were all reminding me of the points. I'm trying to have a good time, and just
you
like
weren't thinking about the
Oh.
points. You were thinking about the points.
you've reminded me how much fun I was having
No.
winning. but at the same time, it was like not my main focus or my goal. Like
Yes.
was not to be like I need these points.
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted the goal was to go away and get more points, but it wasn't like
The
If
only
that
goal,
happened-
No,
the
so
all
you
and
get
end
that
all.
right,
yeah. It was.
Yeah.
I was just having a good time every time I danced. And Scott Painter's like, how's it feel? He's like, oh, I beat Mackenzie. I was like, he's like, I'm gonna message him and tell him. I'm like, do it.
Oh, you
And
did?
then I gave you shit straight
He
away.
did message me. Like, I woke up to a message from Scott Painter, and he was just like, how does it feel having lost to Zach twice or something? Yeah. I was like, what?
Technically, he doesn't have any all-star points yet as a follower, so he's not technically
Well,
all-star follower
technically,
yet.
neither do I. So,
Yeah.
So
So
I
you're
was,
actually
we're basically the same.
basically the
I know I'm fast forwarding a little bit here, but
As per always.
at another event later on down the track, I was still competing as an advanced follow.
Yes.
And
yeah.
there was
So
a
you were never
point
gonna
there
win
where you
All-Star.
felt this too. Yeah, that's right. Or I have better leads, you never know.
Yeah.
But no.
Yes, maybe. Who knows?
When you what am I talking about?
What were
Jeez.
you going to?
But
Different
like
event.
on it got to a point where it's like, why are you competing in events? I was like,
Oh.
and you've experienced this.
Yes, yes,
we've talked about
yes.
this on other podcasts. And I'm like, I bet you hate me. And like that was when she came third, and I came first, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Yep,
Yeah.
yeah, I do."
Uh-huh.
I'm like, "Oh, see."
I mean, yeah, how do you, like, we've talked about it, I think, before, of that whole thing of, like, because I had made my points for advanced as a follower, but I was like, as soon as I do that, I'll have to choose either leading or following in Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Or I can just keep competing in intermediate until I get kicked out, which is what I did. But then when people found out that that's what I was doing, people were not so happy. But I'm curious, comment down below what you think of that. Like, if you make your points to qualify for the division above, like, is it fine to just not until you
And
get
this
kicked
is
out?
super interesting too, because
For
if you're
smaller events.
if you're more, does like it, I was
You
more
bump up
interested.
the tier though, is what
That's
I'm
true,
saying.
but I was
Yeah.
also interested in like what level, because if you're in novice, it's a lot quicker to move out. If you're like for the
not necessarily.
and no, as in like if you've
Just
got the points already, it's probably the tier that it is that will one comp kick you out, opposed to if you're an all-star to champs, you qualify, but then you probably need more than one comp.
And also no
One
one wants
win.
to move into
Do you know what I mean?
champs.
So
Unless
there's a
they
very
have
different
to.
mentality between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something we should definitely talk about more.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
guys should like let us know what you think too.
Uh-huh.
But back to Buddha.
Back
Yeah.
to Buddha.
Back to Budapest.
That was amazing.
Buddha, oh my god. Budapest as a place is an amazing city.
Budapest.
Beautiful,
It's
beautiful.
Budapest.
Pest?
It's actually pronounced Pest.
Wow.
The taxi
Yeah.
driver
That shows my
to
ignorance.
Budapest.
the
Yeah.
taxi driver
Yeah.
told us.
Wow.
Yeah, it's it's a really beautiful city. And the hotel is like ridiculous.
It's
So
amazing. There's
the
hot
venue's
springs.
amazing.
There's
Not hot springs, but hot bathhouses.
bathhouses.
The Turkish
Bathhouses.
bathhouses.
They were hot
Yeah.
Yeah.
compared to the
What,
cold
people, was
outside.
everyone naked?
No, but there are days. So if it's co-ed days, people are wearing things. But if there are male days and like female days,
Yeah.
so
Oh, right.
that
Yeah,
time
that's right.
they
You
are
said that.
naked.
Yeah.
But we did not experience that.
We
Oh,
went,
nice.
also
Thank
went out to a
God.
ruin
Yeah.
bar. A ruin bar, like it's
ruin.
literally looked like a lot of people had ruined a bar. Like that was literally
Yeah, that's fair.
that was a
Like
house. It
graffiti,
used to
or it's
probably
like
be
was
a house.
destroyed, or
Graffiti,
Nice.
old toilets that were smashed and made into different rooms. It was very
It's
crazy.
like a warehouse
Nice.
rave vibe.
Yeah.
that's very
So I
It's
basically went in and started dancing on the floor, started doing these ones. And this guy comes up to me, can't speak the same language. He's like,
There's things in his pocket. Not
like
he's not
you
naked.
want something from my jacket? I was like,
As in drugs.
yeah. I'm like, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Maddie's like, come here. I'm
Get over here
just
right
attracted
now.
and I'm just being a butterfly. Yeah. But yeah, it was crazy.
wow, trench coat and everything.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
cold.
yeah.
I mean,
It's
everyone
yeah,
was
everyone-
wearing coats. It was cold. It was like
I'm
-2.
just, you know,
it snowed as well, which was
It
awesome.
did. Oh, that's where so we saw our first
Yeah.
falling snow.
Ah.
as
Yeah,
well.
true.
So that was
I've never seen that before. I've only seen.
it was
snow once.
very exciting.
The dance floor is massive, and then they've got two like dance floors that like outside as you walk into the main dance floor.
So the foyer is a dance
So
floor.
as you walk out of the main ballroom, you're going past other dancers to get out of the room.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy. And then they also have a projector on the outside. So like, because the award ceremony is so big, you can't actually see
And the
over
finals,
everybody.
like spotlight finals.
And finals?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they're projecting it at the same time
Nice.
on the projector outside the ballroom, so people are watching it in both rooms.
Oh,
So
nice.
you just like sit on the floor and watch it like a movie.
Hell
pretty
yeah.
cool.
You know when you leave and it's like you want to go to the bathroom, you want
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
get
you
something,
can
but you
still
can't
see.
because it's going on.
Yes.
No, you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
No, you can. They
Yeah.
just need to put it in the bathroom. That's next. A TV in the bathroom so you can like pee and watch.
Justin
Pixie.
DJ'd.
Yeah. Shout out Justin. You did an amazing job. The
Love
DJing
Justin.
at that event has to be
Awesome.
like ridiculous
Great.
because there's 1,200 people. And they also run like novice, and so novice had like 7 heats.
Crazy.
And then because
Yeah.
that was so long, they also ran in the same room on the other side of the floor, intermediate and advanced prelims, I
At
think.
the same time, yeah.
At the same time, novice was going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because it was going for so long.
Was everyone dancing to the same
Yes.
song?
Yes. So you have to keep it. You have to keep
Right.
it pretty like general, like, and then up
Okay,
to
okay.
That
either,
was interesting.
It's either up to
Yeah.
the head
Yeah, how's
judge
that,
or
like-
whoever it
It was
is.
different. There's
And then what if one of the divisions wants an extra song? Like.
Oh,
the
you
judges-
can't. No, there are no extra
You only.
Oh,
if
you
you get an
just-
extra song, yeah. There's
There's
none.
no- there's no
There's
time
none.
for
You're
that.
just doing it. Crazy. Okay.
Yeah, no.
So-
7 heats, 3 songs, that's it.
And how long did the event last for?
The
It's probably
prelims.
no, the
I mean,
whole event. It was probably like
It started
5 days.
Tuesday night and ended like Sunday
Sunday
night, Monday morning.
Monday morning,
So it was
yeah.
almost a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Yeah, wow.
It was awesome. Like,
That's probably the highest level of competition we've experienced.
I think the most amount of people like in the comps and like people there was pretty wild.
Yeah.
It was pretty surreal. I'm not gonna lie. Lots of cool systems in place that make everything work and tick. Again, the judging system and I think live stream as well was run by Andreas as well.
Yeah, Andreas Kasper.
Chuck was head judge. You had the pro couples there that all amazing. Bless you.
Keep going.
Bless you, my child.
Go again.
Thank you very much.
So it was amazing. We got to perform our routine there.
Yes.
Which was really cool.
And we didn't screw it up. It was great.
Because you
great.
just did screw it up, right?
Yeah, we did.
So was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
the last
Yes, we
event?
screwed
or
it
the
up.
time?
No, it wasn't the
Grand
last time
Prix.
we did it. But
Yeah.
Grand Prix we didn't do well. Swing Vesta was fine, and Buddha was fine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, we really enjoyed that event. I also had to judge champions,
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
which was a scary as all hell thing to do. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
didn't want to, but at the same time I said yes.
It was a huge
was-
compliment that you were chosen to judge champions.
That's
though.
how I looked at it,
Yeah.
and that's how it was sold to me.
Nice.
That's how I sold it.
Yeah. Nice.
I like peace of mind. Also, Emma Collier was judging the year before.
Yeah.
And the pros were judging as well as the all stars that were asked to judge it.
Yeah.
And Emma and one other person Miguel was also very, very close to what the champions put in scores.
Okay. What were
So
you?
it kind of made me a little bit competitive. And I was like,
What? You?
Emma, I'm going to beat you.
Competitive with the
Doesn't
other
sound
judges.
like you at all.
but-
yeah.
But the champs didn't write down their scores. They were just judging in their heads.
Yeah, they didn't do an official thing this year. They just left it to because they did it the year before. They were like, okay, let's just do it and then see what the results are.
Yeah.
And
But
apparently it was
Most of them were happy
Okay.
with. I haven't talked to everyone, but most of the people that I have talked to were happy with how it turned out.
You were pretty on
And-
par.
Yeah,
You were pretty
I
on par.
was definitely crapping myself at the same time. But anyway, that was a great event. I love that
Nice.
event. Lots
And
of
most
fun.
importantly, I beat my husband.
Well, I was gonna
Oh, yeah.
say, you
Yeah.
came first in Jack and Jill
So
at Buddha.
if there's one event I could have won,
Yeah.
Buddha is the one I would have gone for.
You know what's so
Yeah.
funny about that?
Yeah.
Like leading up to Buddha, all the conversations that we had about like you winning comps and getting first and all these things, and he was just like, yeah, but it's Buddha's the real one. Buddha's the big one that I just have to come first at to really make me feel like I've made it. You
No,
know?
it would have been in my mind.
First time you didn't come first or second.
And it's the one event that stopped him from actually getting to champion
Yes.
while we were away.
Lies.
Sorry, Bubby.
Lies, actually.
No, because
I could have made champions.
That's
I
what
have-
I mean.
No, I could have even if I didn't. So the next couple of comps. So Maddie's telling me I just took your opportunity to make champions. So I'm like, what the heck are you talking
I
about?
did a little bit.
And then I full on went into a deep dive because now it's all about the points because everyone's telling
This
me.
is very interesting to conversation though.
I'm looking at these things. I'm like, okay, yeah, they're probably going to be smaller tiers. Okay, sweet, okay, don't worry about it. I wasn't worried about it in the first place, so just have a fun time like I have been anyway.
Yeah.
Then I get to the next couple of comps, and I'm like, this is a higher tier than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
This is a higher tier than I thought it would be.
Right.
And
So
not
what you're
saying
then
that I
you didn't-
threw the comps.
Then you didn't do as well
I'm-
from that point onwards.
Yeah, I think I was already in my head, because Maddie was like,
Oh, because my fault now.
no, you
Now
know
it's
what?
my fault.
You know what I was doing? I was actually just letting her get some points for herself.
Oh, this guy. Thanks, honey.
Aww.
Thanks, honey.
Oh yeah.
It's such a lie. It's such a lie.
It is.
Yeah, you
Again,
try your hardest every time.
You know what's funny is we've been about it's not about the points, but now we're talking about a lot of points.
A
Just
lot
so
of
you know,
points.
guys.
We have. You know,
I've-
it's literally not about the points, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just
so not
It's
about
funny,
the point.
fun
It's just-
bragging rights or whatever.
it
I
is.
guess.
And you know what? It's crazy to think that the amount of points you gained in 3 months is
Oh my
what
God.
you had in close to a decade to the time that we've already been in All Star.
Well,
I'm not even joking.
That's it.
It's
No,
literally what just happened.
He moved up again, as a follower to
Oh,
All
my
Star. Got
goodness.
his points to qualify for All Star in the span of 2 years. One of those years being in Australia. Oh, sorry, 2 years. 3 of those months being away on the trip.
And the rest of them,
I've been
he knows the exact
Yeah.
dates. He knows the bass. He looked.
Documented everything.
7 years, and I am only just. I can see the finish line. It's right there. Oh, and I am clawing my hands.
Love you.
And
We should ask everyone who's gonna be the first to. Who's gonna be the quickest to champs?
Well, obviously it's gonna be you. You're
No,
away.
in the time period. You're definitely not coming first, but
No, I'm not. And if
maybe
Mackenzie's
out
not
of
likely to
Mackenzie's
trouble, like unless you whip your ass into
I don't
shape.
know. It's possible. He might.
I'm traveling.
It's possible.
I'll be in Berlin real soon. So if you're in Europe and you want to come learn from me, come to Berlin.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll be
I'll
there.
be there. Just hang it out.
Yeah, a whole week.
The next event, anyway.
No,
the next...
back to me.
Oh, right. Yes.
Because I won.
Yes. So you dance with.
I danced with Daniel Pavlov, and Daniel is amazing.
It was
Yeah.
a great dance.
And
You guys
the thing
got
was,
the,
we drew She Wolf.
She-Wolf.
That is, and if you're new to West Coast, there are, just so you know, there are certain songs.
Or dances. 2 songs.
Or, well, the songs have become famous due to dances that have been done
to that song.
to that song.
Yeah.
In the past. She Wolf by,
I don't know who sings it.
oh my god, I just had a blank.
Anyway, it was.
Shakira.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
this one.
The one that I
is one
remember
of those songs.
was Jordan and Jessica.
Yes.
Jessica.
And again, when we were mad,
Yeah.
hardcore watching YouTube, that was one that I watched a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of to that point that a lot of people know, and if you miss those points,
Well, it's like a good
Yeah.
thing and a bad. It's good
It
because
is.
it's like everyone knows it. But
Yeah.
then the bad thing is that everyone knows it. So
Yeah.
like when you
But then
don't do
yeah.
it right
Yeah.
or you don't hit the things,
You can get in your
it's,
head.
it's such a predictable song at that point that like if you're missing it, it's like come on,
Yeah.
it's like it's right there.
and then everyone else in the seats are hitting it. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Gosh,
Oh,
when
you
the
can
when
get
the
it.
when the audience is hitting it better than you are, that's not good.
That's a worry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
it's concerning.
But that didn't happen.
No,
Yeah.
we got all the things.
Yes, got all
Thank
the
you,
things.
Daniel. You're amazing. I
kicked
love
them in
dancing
the-
with you.
Oh,
Oh, no, I didn't.
need
No,
him
I
to
didn't
do it.
actually.
I know you
I
didn't actually, but
Okay.
that was you danced. Need him. In
That
I'm just
was
a
the
sassy
funniest
queen.
thing.
What can I say?
That was the funniest
I
thing. When it
refuse to
said
conform.
Thighs
thighs
wide open.
I thought for sure she's gonna open her thighs, and then she goes, "No, you open yours." I was in the. You can see me in the background going.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
so good. I think one of my favorite things from that video. Well, like the dance was one of my favorite things, but after you guys finished and everyone's
my
throwing
God, the
the pillows and
pillows.
you're just like dodging
It
them.
gets violent, man.
It's
Seriously,
such a good
if
video.
you don't know what we're talking about, you need to watch like the Spotlight Finals of Budapest.
Yeah.
The audience throws cushions at people when, like, you know, they're amazing.
Yeah.
You just throw
At least they're
stuff.
not shoes, you
So
know.
this was
Yeah, that's
was
true.
the crazy thing.
Yeah.
I forgot
That's
people
scary.
had pillows, and I was first up. So after our dance had complete,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I knew, but I didn't
Yeah.
know. And
Yeah.
then pillows started flying. I was like,
Where are they coming from? And they give these out.
I
for
was
throwing?
literally, I was
Crazy.
literally here holding Alexandra's hand, and I'd be like, "Oh, this is what this feels like."
I know
and I'm
you
just
see it
like-
in the videos.
And now what do we do? Do we just go back to our seat? Oh,
We
what do we
start
do?
picking up the pillows. What do you
Yeah,
do?
and I honestly was just
Do
about
they
to go
have a
back to
cleaning
the
crew that
You're
come and
supposed
clean
to. We're supposed to pick them up and throw them back to the audience.
As long as you don't get them stuck in the
People
ceiling
dancing.
or the
Just
hidden
the two.
chandeliers.
Yeah.
So just you two, you have to say,
Or
but you got so
and
many
all the
throw-
people like sitting behind us can like run up and grab pillows and throw them.
throw them back. And
Yeah.
do you got to? Did you find who threw the pillow at your face?
No.
Yeah.
Rude.
I grabbed one and I threw one at Dan because I was like, "That was a good dance, fuck you," but also
Threw it
good
at
job, Daniel.
Oh, Daniel.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I said Dan for short. I
Yeah.
don't know why, but yeah.
Oh, that was Budapest.
Yeah. Nice.
Amazing event.
Nice.
Can recommend.
Very
Then we had
cool.
like a couple. Do we have a week break or it was straight into the next one?
We had.
I think we had a week or so break.
Yeah, because we went to Amsterdam in between. So.
Oh yeah.
How was
You
the
can-
red light district?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah. Was it red?
Yes.
Cool.
There's
And
also a
blue.
red and
And
blue,
blue.
part, and if you go to the red and blue part, you need to
Be open to
what that means.
Options.
Yeah. So a red and blue part is
You
basically.
love the red and
So
you
the-
love the blue part.
The blue part.
I don't know.
You'd love the blue part of
Okay.
the red
Okay.
You'd be down for the blue.
top window.
Is it like so? It's not a purple place.
It is kind of looks
It
purple.
looks purple.
There's some purple ones. It's a bit confusing.
So there's red,
I
there's
wasn't
blue,
confused.
there's purple.
If you're heterosexual, you go for red, and that's all you need to know.
Great. Okay. Okay.
If you're
Gotcha.
outside of that, then there's all colours of the rainbow.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
just be
Yeah, yeah.
honest.
It's like red, and then there's like a rainbow.
Let's just be honest here. Red, they're all like dolled up chicks with like fake boobs and stuff like that, and they're like in the windows. Then the blue and red one is blue and purple is like a transitioning. I'm not sure if
area.
it's that or whatever. Yeah, trans.
Yeah.
So my language behind it. Sorry if I'm offending anyone behind the language, but that's
Comment
how
down
I can
below if you're
explain it.
offended.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just with a finger up emoji.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Next story.
No, I want to know the other colours. So we've got.
No, that's
That's the
it.
colours.
that's it.
That's the
Oh,
colours.
that was it?
That's the colours, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We also did other things than just look at the windows, but we
Yeah,
did go
that's
down
awesome.
up and down that street a lot.
Then we got on a plane to Edinburgh. No, actually.
Beautiful city.
Did we? I can't remember. Yes.
We got into Edinburgh
Yes.
for swing resolution.
Edinburgh is the UK.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Edinburgh's in Scotland. We experienced.
No,
a
we spent some
hurricane.
time in London first. We hung out with Lee and...
But dance events though.
Okay, sure.
Dance events. Otherwise, we'll be here all day.
Yeah.
We did many things.
So yeah, we went to Edinburgh and we did the
Swing resolution?
which
Edinburgh is an amazing city.
Yeah.
was so cool.
Oh.
We loved exploring that place. There was a close named after Skinner
A close.
A close
close-
is like an alleyway between buildings.
that people used to throw their shit out the window. Basically.
Oh no! What's
And so you know the term shit-faced?
Shit faced. Yeah.
So there would be a time of day that people would throw their shit out the window. And that basically meant, okay, nice, we're back. We're back. That basically meant like all the people that were drunk coming home at that time of night would get shit on their face.
Yeah.
So they're shit-faced.
Because everyone was told at 10 p.m. every night, this is the time you throw it all out the window.
Who's
So
shit
that was
faced at 10
something.
p.m. as
And
well?
there was
Like, that's so early.
There was also a graveyard with a lot of the
Oh.
Harry Potter
Yeah,
characters.
so J.K.
like
Rowling...
Daniel Radcliffe and Emma
No.
Stone, all
The one
dead.
without the nose, that guy.
So there was
Oh.
Slytherin,
yeah,
or whatever.
Tom Riddle, Tom
Voldemort.
Riddle's grave. Tom Riddle's grave was
yeah,
there.
Yeah, nice.
There were many other characters. So Edinburgh was a hotspot for J.K. Rowling to come up with a lot of her inspiration of names for Harry Potter.
Yeah, right.
And there's a graveyard, Greyfriars, which she literally went to and just used names off gravestones at that graveyard. So that was kind of cool. Just
It's
to
really
see.
cool.
Nice.
Like Europe just has
Yeah.
a lot of history in general, which is really cool. But there was a cyclone on,
Yeah, that
so
was
people
fun.
couldn't get to the event. Like 90 people couldn't show up.
Oh, that is a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
This is also where we took the video of me slipping on my ass with the snow outside.
I saw the
I'll
one
show
of
you
you
later.
falling over.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
But yeah, the event was really cool. Like there was a good like community vibe there with like the dancers. Like they felt like they all knew each other. And like you know when a cyclone hits, like you want to make the most of everything, right? So it felt like everyone there was making the most of what they were there for.
We were all inside the hotel, couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
and
nice.
it sounded like the doom was outside. It was very interesting.
Maddie beat me
Again.
with Kyle Red.
Oh yes.
It was all
Yes.
Kyle.
Rude.
Really?
Love you, Kyle. You're amazing.
Yeah.
Danced with Carl. You danced with Colleen.
Yeah.
Was that
Yes.
event?
That was
yeah.
so cool. I really love that. Love you, Colin.
Yeah.
Thank
cool.
you very much.
Cool.
And I also placed first as well. With,
As well.
Yes, it was.
Wait, was that Strictly? Or Jack and Jill? you danced
Jack
with?
and
Remember.
Jill. Jack and Jill. Yeah, you did. With
Yeah,
Rose.
Jack and Jill. Yeah,
Right.
Rose.
Rose, Rosie.
So that was Jack and Jill, and then Strictly was with Colleen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
That was
was
fun.
it was very like just intimate event, but yeah, like the
It kind of reminded me of Home Event,
yeah,
actually.
it was
Yeah.
a lot more like home.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Edinburgh
cool.
itself was amazing, so that was a great city.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then we
Alright.
had
Paris.
Swing Classic.
Nice.
We weren't on staff. We were judging. Well, we were on judging staff, but we weren't teaching.
Yeah.
We learnt John and Tatiana's more routine.
Ah, yes.
Wild.
I saw a lot of videos of that from all the all-star dances around.
The last time we learnt a routine from both of them was in
2018.
2018,
Yeah,
which we
2018.
learnt How to Save a Life. crazy experience, and we were like, we got to do this again.
Hell yeah.
Like you think there's no way, like you watch a routine, like imagine people watching your routine right now and thinking they're brand new and they're watching your routine. That's why they start dancing and then they get to a point and you're teaching the routine and they learn it and they just, they learn it easily. But like right now when they're beginners, they're like, there's no way. How do they do that? They're so good at teaching and the choreo is so well done that it's just, it's really cool.
It's not difficult choreo. This is the thing that blows my mind about Jordan and Tart. The choreo isn't difficult.
Mind you, we did have it
dance through it.
Like a 10 or 11% speed.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it's a bit slower.
So it was slower.
When you performed it as well?
When we performed it.
Oh, yeah.
So I think, like, Tart told us that it would be at 10 and then she put it to 11. Or maybe the other way.
Can't remember.
Right.
No, it was 11. Yeah, I think it was 11. But that was an awesome experience.
How long did you learn it over?
6 hours.
Did pretty well. We were still friends after the weekend.
Yeah, wow.
I was real bruised.
Yep,
there was so many bruises.
Bruises emotionally.
I can also follow it.
I can also follow it?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
I would
we should
love
post
to
that
see
video.
that.
Yeah, we need
Could
to
he follow
post the
it
video
good?
with Philip and Mark.
Didn't do it to music. I just wanted to like follow it.
Yeah.
But we did it to a like consistent.
To be fair, I haven't
and
even
then
seen videos of you guys doing it. Like,
No.
I don't think I've seen
We also, the thing
Did
was,
we get one?
well, all our friends that we made were all doing the routine, so we didn't have anyone
Someone
to
to film
video
it.
it. Yeah, we didn't really think that through very
Yeah.
well.
We didn't really think about that.
I'm sure there
I've
is.
seen like clips. I think I saw stories that you were in. And
We'll
stuff,
just
but
redo
nothing
it.
long.
This year or something, just as a showpiece.
Yeah.
But that was awesome. Jordan and Todd are amazing. Like Jordan has a
Jordan wasn't there. He was broken.
Jordan has
Who
an
taught
injury.
it?
So
Then.
Tart taught it, and Jordan was,
was on the
Zoom.
live screen. Like, and it's like
Yes.
2 a.m. in the morning or whatever stupid time for him. And with
So
JJ and
Tart and then
Larissa.
taught it together separately.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
That's
then, Philip,
how?
Yeah.
Philip also helped like stand in, so he
Right.
learnt it beforehand as
Philip-
much as he could.
Amar from France.
Right. Yep.
So he did it in he learnt it like the hour before. Larissa,
Also learnt
John's
it.
wife
Also
learnt
learnt
it in 2 hours. before
Amazing.
that.
Crazy.
So
yeah, nice.
and then they just Zoom called Jordan in and Tart was in there. It was so
I was so
strange.
surprised with how
Amazing.
well it went.
Yeah,
like, I was
it
like,
was good.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
nice. Good
Good to know
students.
to like just like have that in your skill base to do that.
How many people learnt it?
Oh god, there was
Question.
so many.
It felt like a lot. There was a big room.
I think there was like 20 couples. Oh,
No, more
no,
than
more
that.
than that.
More?
30
More than
couples
Wow.
maybe.
More than that too, I reckon. There
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
It was cool.
That's crazy.
35, 40.
Yeah, wow. That is a
Okay.
lot of people.
But Paris Swing Classic is a very, very well ran event. Like very organized, very classy, very. Actually, was it that event that we were at? No, it was Buddha. There was a moment at Buddha where no one was dancing because everyone kind of gathers around for the finals.
They want to get a
Oh, everyone wants to get
and it's
Yeah.
like half an hour before anyone like going on or
Wow.
something like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
And
well,
I'm
when
like,
there's
do you-
that many people.
and I'm like, I'm new to the scene. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I was like, do
yeah.
you want to have a dance? Like, I wanted to go dance with everybody.
Would people say no because they wouldn't want
Well,
to lose their spot?
One of the girls said, yes, with you, then I will. I was
Yeah.
like, cool. And that's how I had to dance.
She was like, thanks, I lost my spot because of you.
No,
Yeah.
we were one of the early adopters with the chair on the very, very edge looking
Right.
this way and the
Right.
judges are here kind of thing. But, and then other people started dancing and Ben was like, this is the most people that have social dance, and it was like 5 couples. Like the social dance.
Out of what, 1,200 people?
Zach let it
10
every
people.
I
time.
was like, what am I
Nice.
doing? I was like in my head, what the heck? But yeah.
Ben was like, where's every time there was no one on the floor social dancing? Ben's like, where's Zach?
Yeah.
Where's Zach?
He should be on the floor social dancing. Everyone's watching.
Oh, that's so good.
It felt a little bit like that at Paris because
It
everyone
did.
was
It was
really
the
ready.
same.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
right.
to
Same.
also do a.
Oh,
It
yeah.
hasn't been posted yet, actually. So
We should post
Andreas's YouTube channel, we might link that in one of the comments or something like that soon. But he posts a lot of dance.
He's got his own channel
Stuff,
with
yeah.
everything on there from all the
Because he does a live stream and he
Yeah,
has them
yeah.
all. So I got to do a demo with Touch. He asked me to do
Yes.
a demo with it.
Yeah.
I was shitting myself because he just did a private, like
That was the
2 or
worst
3
time.
hours, 4 hours beforehand. And I I was like,
Don't
Don't
think
think
about
about
it. Don't think
anything
about
that
it.
we
let's
Don't
just.
think about it.
I told her I was like, I'm not gonna think about any of the stuff that you just gave me, just so you know. She's like, awesome.
Did you think about it a little bit though?
Yeah, for sure.
I I saw was him thinking about the private that
Yeah,
we
of
just
course.
done.
Nice. Did it work? Did it work? Did you do the things?
I hope so.
You know what? There were things happening.
I loved it no matter what.
Tart just rode him at one point. It was
Nice.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I grabbed Tut's butt and I was like,
Yeah.
and then she mounted me and then
Yeah.
we did like a head thing and I was like, sick.
She
'Cause
wanted him to flip and he didn't.
I didn't know
Oh.
He
that.
didn't do a flip.
I didn't know.
Oh, what did she
You
do?
would
She
Tart. What did you expect? Of course she wants you to do a
Well,
flip.
because I went into, I was like trying to psych myself out, not being nervous, like trying to not be nervous. That I was like, this is just gonna be awesome fun. I'm gonna have such a good time. I'm not gonna stress about anything. And then I was like, I'm just excited to see whatever crazy things that you do that I've never seen before, and that I didn't want to do anything myself. Does that make sense? But I still
Yeah.
did things. I think.
You did things.
Anyway, we'll watch that. You
Oh,
give
but I was
us.
very
I
proud.
did things.
I was
I did
very
things.
proud.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was
Nice.
awesome. I love Todd. Todd is amazing.
And it's
Very
great
well.
to see Jessica Cox. Haven't seen Jessica Cox in
Yeah.
so many
She's amazing.
years. Oh,
Amazing.
she's such a beautiful person.
Yeah, the pro staff there was really cool.
And
Really,
John
really
It
cool.
was the pro
Awesome.
staff. Again,
Uh,
wait, which of it is... No,
Paris.
that was,
Paris.
this is Paris.
Jessica Cox and John Lindo
Yep.
was supposed to be Jordan and Tart, but it was just Tart.
Right.
Kenan, not Kenan.
No.
Sorry, we have.
Was Corinne at this one?
Yes, Corinne was there. At Paris? Wait, no, I'm
Maybe I
thinking
think
what
of...
No, Tren and Marcus were there.
Trent Marcus,
Trent and Marcus,
yes.
true.
And they were at Swing Res as well. So that was
Cool.
They're awesome. Like, we got to really get to know them a bit more
Yeah.
too. Like, I really got to
Yeah.
talk. Like, they have full-time jobs and
Yeah.
I'd really love them to have them
Actually,
on.
Trent
Trent was so
really
much
fun.
more soft-spoken than I had
Oh, she
anticipated.
is so timid.
When
Yeah.
I like met her, I was like, oh, let me bring the energy
Yeah.
down. Let me turn down my volume because I was like,
Those two
yeah,
are
I was
awesome.
like when I started
Yeah.
talking to her, I was like, she was so lovely, so nice that I was like,
There you go.
Yeah.
Some tips if you get to meet her.
yeah.
Yeah, no, Marcus and Trent are great.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, that was a great
Yeah,
great
it was
event.
good.
Really lots of fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wee.
Oui.
What's the next event?
On to Swingland.
Swingland.
Second
Oh,
last
when I first
one.
saw
Yes.
that one, you were like Swingland. Like my brain couldn't compute how to say it,
Swings. Yeah, right.
Switzerland.
Switzerland,
Switzerland.
but swing.
and it's like
Swing.
swing
Swing.
Steerland.
Swing to
To
Zerland.
Zerland. Yeah, like
Yeah.
whoa. Someone comment down below how I just spelled that because now
Yeah.
I'm like double. I don't actually trust what I just said.
So that was awesome.
My
too.
birthday weekend.
Oh, happy
Like
birthday!
literally the Saturday of the event.
Yeah,
was my
yeah.
birthday.
Nice. Did you get a
Oh, it was,
birthday
yeah.
dance?
No.
Wow.
No. That's no birthday dance.
You've
Last
got
time
lots
you
of dances
Last
from
time you go to
people.
that
I
event.
danced. We social
I
danced.
danced.
Yeah.
Did you dance though?
Yeah.
You know.
So funny. There wasn't. They don't do it how we do it in Australia.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
well, not that I saw.
Someone just obviously didn't care enough about their wife to
Yeah,
to
he
get. a
I
birthday
told
dance.
lots of people.
Didn't
was-
tell the right people.
I told pros and MCs.
Telling people isn't.
You know,
you
telling people
actually
means nothing
act
if
on
nothing.
it.
Yeah, exactly. It'll only be enough. The only way in which
We
your
had a bit-
efforts would be enough.
I
is if
also
it
got a
happened.
steals going for you on a birthday dance with
We do
some
steal
other
dances all the
people's. Yeah, but what did you want for your birthday dance? Steals,
anyway.
probably, right?
So Swing was great.
Fuck.
Um,
Can't win here, guys.
It was
Can't
good.
win.
It was the only event we 1000% weren't doing anything.
You.
There was no
No
judging.
judging.
There was no routine. There was no
Oh, that's
teaching.
nice.
The only. Oh yeah, no
Yeah, the
routine. Yeah, no,
only
yeah,
one.
no, nothing. Yeah.
And the all-star workshops were.
Was that intentional? Like, was there routines that weekend, or were you like, what?
They
this
just
is
don't do routines there.
Yeah,
Sure.
it was awesome. The
I was
workshops,
more than happy with that.
amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
We did so many workshops. It was great. It was an all.
It was
all-star.
6 hours of just all-star workshops.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
6 hours. No,
Yeah, we did 4 and 2.
4 and okay, yeah,
Yeah.
in total.
Yep, cool.
But Brad was in there.
Brad
it was
was there.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was fun.
The staff there is freaking all awesome. We got to see RJ again.
Oh my
we haven't
god,
seen him in
RJ.
ages.
So RJ
Crazy.
We saw RJ in Edinburgh too, but like we got to like hang out
Wowza.
more at
Yeah.
at Switzerland. Awesome vibes there. Lots of fun dancing. The bar was right there at the thing for us. Is
So
good.
they, the venue was cool because it was literally dance studios. So it was
Yeah.
one building
Oh,
with
yeah.
multiple actual dance studios.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But the main studio has a bar in it.
Yeah.
And they don't have their own staff like at the venue that works the bar. So if you're hiring the venue, you work the bar.
Yeah, they buy the alcohol and then they sell.
So it was just like, yeah.
So did you-
we
were you
might
made-
have,
were you
we might
making
have
some
made
drinks?
friends with the bartenders.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Because
of
Switzerland
course.
is so expensive. Like, next level expensive. Like, $40 for
I tried not to look
bread,
at the
milk,
numbers.
and... Like, it was stupid.
No, I can't comment. I tried to not
It
look.
was expensive.
I just heard it was
Ooh,
expensive and I was like,
damn.
nah, surely not.
Surely
and
not.
then,
And then surely yes.
Yes.
But you know what? It wasn't expensive for us.
The bar, because they could run their own bar, they could charge what they wanted. So
They
they
were-
charged just normal.
They weren't making money on alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay. But that's alright.
So that was great.
Yeah.
They were looking after everyone at the event, which is really
That's
nice.
very nice. Yeah.
Really cool.
Cool.
Yeah, it was good.
Really fun.
I didn't have the best. I didn't really think I brought much.
Had
to
the
that
same
Jack and
weekend?
Jill. It wasn't quite as good.
Who did you?
Which
go
was
for?
really cool though. At
that
the
was
same
on
time.
me.
Yeah, but at the same time, like we had a moment after the Jack and Jills
Yeah.
with the head judge, being like,
Oh,
if you want
yeah.
comp feedback at the
Yeah.
end,
Nice.
which was really cool because you can go in being like, I didn't feel good or I felt good, and then like even myself, I assess after every single Jack and Jill or every dance.
I assess after all of your Jack and Jills as well.
Yeah.
Of course you do
Yeah.
because you want to beat me.
Yeah.
But you're not going to.
Yeah.
Give it
Gets all
time.
stuff first.
yeah.
Good time.
You'll beat me. Just
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
The day
Oh,
will be
yeah.
fun.
Oh,
Shall I
it's
offer
gonna
you
be-
another couple
Yes,
$100?
let's do it. Let's do it. The second time I beat you in a competition.
I'll give you a private lesson. No,
Give me a free
I can't
private.
remember what the deal was that we made.
It
back
was
then.
you pay me for a private lesson.
That's
Yes,
true.
when you beat me.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we should definitely do that again.
Yeah, let's do it. But I like this deal because I only win.
Yeah, no.
Either I don't win the comp and it's fine, or I do win the comp
Well,
and I
you're
get
both
money.
going to be competing in advanced in Asia, right? So you're not going. Oh, that's
Sad.
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 So
So I don't want to compete against him in Asia.
we got like comp feedback, which was really cool. Like to hear your stuff and to hear my stuff. It's private, but then we obviously talk about our
Yeah.
things afterwards, which is really cool.
What was your feedback?
Mine was exactly what I told to myself after the dance, and we also had a chat afterwards, being like, I should have given you more space, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
She's amazing, and yeah, I love the dance. I just know that I assess a lot, being like, I should have given you more room and all this sort of thing. But
Yeah.
Yeah, my leader was amazing too. It was just it was fast acoustic music. It was a bit of a shock to the system.
That's right.
It was yeah, it definitely wasn't my best work.
European fast.
Yeah. European.
Yeah.
95
no,
beats.
actually, he actually brought up some good points when we had the feedback session of like establishing a really good visual connection before you start. So before we started, we weren't even looking at each other. We were just like in the moment. But then I think because we didn't have that establishment at the very start, it was just a bit
Miscues and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
So,
fine.
yeah, that was
You were both
interesting.
super
I mean,
confident
yeah,
in
how-
each other that you thought you didn't need to look at each other.
Got too confident.
Or ourselves.
Or ourselves.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we just like, oh God, my bad. Yeah.
No, both
was-
like he's also an amazing dancer, and he's
Yeah.
I watch his videos all the time. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next event after this was
Last one.
Last event of the
Valentine
Ultra.
Swing.
Yeah. The
Aw.
last one.
I loved
Was it
this
on?
event.
Yes, I did love this event also.
I loved this event the best. Yeah.
We were hired at this one.
Yeah, this was a full-on weekend. This was
Way
busy.
more workshops than I thought we were gonna have.
Yes, but it was good.
I loved it.
That's
Still at the
great.
same time. There's a different feeling to being hired and not being
Yes.
hired at what events, but
Yeah.
I got lots of social dancing in still, because we were with Z and Delana, Chuck, Lauren. This is also where, excuse me, where
Gotcha.
Corinne was as well.
Yeah, right,
yes,
right,
Corinne
right.
again.
That was after she had just come back from. Cause I was just
Yes.
with Corinne at Westeros.
Yeah.
And then she went to you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there was lots of other people there that we got to meet for the first time, which was awesome to spend time with people like that we haven't met but I've seen online, and that's probably my favorite part about the whole experience, to be honest, is like getting to meet these people behind the YouTube channel, behind the screen, and like be like, what's up, and having them being so welcoming is really cool. Which and then Valentine Swing about love and just everyone's being welcome. Like we did our traditional like pump up thing on the Friday.
Nice.
Where we got we did the dance
What did you do
ethics.
this time?
Dance ethics, like where we like go and ask someone to dance and
Make them feel
be
good.
happy about
Nice,
it.
nice.
Well,
Like,
we did coach them on cheering. So we're now in Scandinavia. And
Yes.
Scandinavia is much more reserved again than
Than
what we
even-
just
I don't know about that.
What?
I think,
No, they were.
yes, actually yes.
They
That's the common theme that we were told even at the event.
Yeah.
So one of the one of the things that was said during the workshop is like that felt uncomfortable to cheer.
To cheer.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But they loved it.
And I can't
Yeah.
say where that person, if that person was from that place or like, no,
Yeah.
like I can't
Yeah.
put a place to the name.
Yeah.
But was one of the things said. And
Yeah.
I couldn't tell when we were doing the workshop because everyone was so supportive.
Yeah.
As soon as comp started,
They went back to like.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. You know.
which
yeah,
is fine.
yeah,
Like
which makes
it's a
sense.
habit thing and it has to be
But if you
taught.
guys want to know, there was actually a reel somewhere of us doing where you're talking about the cheering.
Yeah.
Where it's like just do it on the phrase.
Go to
sheet.
MackZaddy.
5, 6, 7, 8. Woo!
Yeah, I think this is the thing too, because Mackenzie, MAC, but we include the K, so MACK Zaddy, on Instagram and everywhere. So, you can see the reels on there,
Yeah.
and we're hopefully going to get more on. But
Yeah.
I love Valentine Swing. I think the venue
Love.
was amazing. I loved it. I loved it.
we got to do a demo, like a demo in like the last
this
3
the
or
one
4 months that we haven't
Delana
done.
was that as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
Delana
Oh,
was there.
I threw her in the
Delana.
air. I can't wait to watch that
Yeah,
dance.
cool.
I was
Oh, yeah.
throwing her everywhere.
Delana was in the air for like 80% of your invitation.
I don't think I was doing West Coast Swing necessarily. I was just having a great time.
West
I was-
Coast.
yeah.
West Coast swing.
I was
into
swinging
the
her
air.
around.
Yeah.
I did a lot of floor craft with Chuck and
Nice.
Z in the invitationals.
Amazing. Did you get both of them?
I drew two because we had one.
Extra
One
leaders.
extra.
Yeah. So I drew Z and Chuck. I seem to draw Z at every invitation except for Swings Invasion. That was the first time.
Wow.
That I
And the
haven't
reason
drawn
is
him an
because you drew
invitational.
him last year.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that true? Wait,
Oh
did
no,
you?
I didn't draw him last year.
No,
No,
no, no, no.
But I demoed with him.
Demoed with him
I would have
last
drawn
year.
him, but they
But
made it so I
they
didn't
switched it around
because I demoed.
you
with him.
demoed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Already
Did
seen
we?
it.
How many workshops did we teach that weekend?
6?
7? 6.
I think it was 6.
6.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
that
it
was
6.
also a scary one because
6
we
for what?
taught. We had
Yeah.
an advanced all-star workshop
We had 2
on
of them.
Friday. We had 2 of them, but on the Friday one,
Cool.
not everyone was there.
Yeah.
We thought we would maybe know the people that would be there. We knew
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah, that was it.
So that was a difficult one. We still had stuff prepared for what we thought people would need.
Yeah.
But going to a place
You
where
ever
you
been
don't
to
know people is hard to give
teaching
people...
the highest level workshop?
Yeah.
Day one
Day one
of the event.
There's no prep and watch. You can't watch anyone. You
Nope.
don't know anyone there.
And like, I love, like, we can come up with moves or we can come up with concepts and we can come up with stuff like that, but we really want to give people what
They
need or we feel like they want or feel like they
Yeah.
need.
But it's hard to do that when you
At
don't
each
know
place.
who they
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
So we had mixed feedback on that, I think, but the next one we did in that level,
It was
there
really
was
good.
more people,
Cool.
more vibes, and we had so much fun with that. It was
Cool.
so much fun to work with people. Like, I was like, I'm stealing things that you guys are doing, and it was so inspiring.
Cool.
Watching, just the whole trip was super inspiring.
Yeah.
Nice.
That venue specifically was probably my favorite. It was just, I think it was probably because we had actual falling snow for the whole weekend we were there.
I got my snow angel.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
so
I got videos
amazing.
of us.
I
Like,
saw the snow angel one.
throwing
yeah,
things.
Yeah.
So that was like our Winter Wonderland moment. The only Winterland Wonderland. Oh, Winterlands. Oh my god.
You were
Winter
killing it today,
Winter
buddy.
Wonderland moment.
Hashtag
Of the whole trip.
MackZaddy World Tour.
Guys,
Blah, blah,
can we just
blah,
talk
blah,
about
blah.
how weird it is that I have the most full glass out of all of
was
us?
just thinking about it. You've
That's
had the
weird.
best week.
The best week. Yeah, actually, yeah.
It's Wednesday, guys.
Fuck.
Oh god. Oh god, it's only Wednesday.
On that note,
Yeah.
that's pretty much our trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
All the dance
big
related things
overview?
anyway.
It sounds fucking amazing.
Honestly,
sounds so fucking
I
sick.
think if you can get a chance, like if you're on this side of the world and you can get a chance to go over,
Come over
do
here.
it.
Come over here.
I think do it with a group of people or like some other people that you can go with. One, on my opinion, is it gives you a home base, gives you a comfort level, as well as being okay to do like go make new friends.
If they come here.
No, on this side of the world, going over there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Like go take a few more people, like go enjoy it. Like I already know, like Sharon and Kel, they're already going to different places. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's amazing. Definitely go experience it anyway. And then do you have anything else to add? I think
What would your number one highlight of the entire trip?
Oh god.
not having to work, not having to go dig
I
holes
love
at my
those.
day job.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
As much as I like money, I like dancing more. What?
It took a moment to get
Yeah,
there.
so because I also make money dancing, but I make more money when I'm at home. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's-
So
it's-
not working was your favorite part of all of this.
not having to go like
Yeah.
people were like,
Day job.
how can you dance this many events in a row? I'm like, you
You
have
know-
a week to kind of recover. Like I wasn't teaching dance and working during the day job, like all that sort of thing.
Yeah. You know what Rashani was telling me recently? I just think it's really funny because I've noticed it a lot. And she was just like, this happens so much with Australians. When you ask them something and their response is what they're not doing, like they'll be
Yes.
like, "Oh, how's your day been going?" And
I'm a
you'll
big
say,
fan.
"Not too bad." It's like
Yeah.
I'm like, "What's your highlight?"
What's your highlight?
Not
It-
working.
it wasn't-
Not
yeah.
working.
It's the yeah, nah,
It's
nah,
the
yeah.
yeah, nah, nah, yeah.
true.
Or like what you say the
Yeah.
thing that it isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I thought that
Because
was
to me,
funny.
there's so many highlights.
Yeah.
I loved.
Coming first at Buddha? Oh, coming first at Buddha?
That's right. I came first a lot more than Maddie.
You always come.
You always come first, my love.
As soon as I said it, I knew what I said.
Yeah.
Honestly, my highlight was Disneyland Paris. I'm not
Hell
gonna
yeah.
lie. That
Hell
was
yeah.
literally I was so excited.
Yeah,
No, you know
nice.
what mine would be?
Anything.
Like, if we're going dance related, it's meeting all the people.
If we're going dance related, she said Disneyland.
I didn't go dance related,
like
but
I know you didn't, but like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna go dance related stuff, because honestly, it's just the whole thing. Like, but meeting everyone and being so
staying
welcomed
with them
and
as
being
well.
able to see them multiple times.
Yeah.
Like, we spent so much time
Yeah.
with Sean, Alyssa, T-Bone, Nicole,
even
Yeah.
just
Ken and
our own
Bryn,
all-star people.
seeing
Yeah.
all other
Yeah.
people that
You
we
know?
haven't seen. Oh, it's just so good. Just
Yeah.
making a new group of friends
Yeah.
and connecting with people.
Yeah.
That's so
is-
exciting. Yeah, you know how sometimes like you'll see all these people online, all these dancers, and you're like, I kind of just want to be friends with them.
Yeah.
I know you've got your own parasocial like relationship with dancers, but in these ones, there's a
Yeah.
chance that you could actually
Correct.
meet them.
Yeah.
We actually had time
yeah.
to invest in friendships with these people,
Yeah.
and then we saw them at multiple events. So it was like we kind of had like this little club of support
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
every one. It was
Like,
yeah, it's
honestly, if you guys are listening to this and you need a place to stay or you need to figure out what route to take on your world tour and you're going to stop around Australia or New Zealand, Singapore, all that sort of stuff,
Yeah,
please
there's a
reach
couch
out.
here if I'm not here.
We
So-
want to help.
Don't
Yeah,
talk to
if we
Zach
can.
is
Don't talk to
the
him.
main thing of this
Message Maddie.
message. Do not reach out to Zach.
You can message me.
You can message him and then he'll ask me the question and
Yeah.
I will provide the answer. So yeah.
Maddie Ja.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
On
Anyway,
that
Yeah, very,
Cheers,
very
guys.
cool.
note, cheers, friends.
thank you very much.
Bye.
Can't wait to see you guys all again.